Hello students, now I am going to discuss a very important member of the digital logic families, that is the emitter coupled logic ECL. So before discussing anything, let us see the construction of the basic ECL gate as shown in the figure. Here from this figure we can, first of all, let us see the introduction of this ECL. So emitter coupled logic ECL is a non-saturated digital logic family. Since transistors do not saturate in this, hence it is possible to achieve propagation delays as low as 1 to 2 nanoseconds. This is a very low value of the propagation delay. So this logic family has the lowest propagation delay of any family and is used mostly in systems requiring very high speed operations. But the problem is its noise immunity and power dissipation are worst of all the available logic families. So why to use? For the high speed operation, for the lowest propagation delay of 1 to 2 nanoseconds. And what are the disadvantages for that? Noise immunity and power dissipation worst. Now see the construction of ECL. A typical basic circuit of the ECL family is shown in the figure. The outputs provide both the OR and NOR functions, as we can see in the diagram. Each input is connected to the base of a transistor. Here the two voltage levels are about minus 0.8 volt for the high state and about minus 1.8 volt for the low state, and this works in negative logic. Both are the negative, that's why minus 0.8 is high and minus 1.8 volt is the low. The circuit consists of a differential amplifier, a temperature and voltage compensated bias network, and an emitter follower output. The internal temperature and voltage compensated bias circuit supplies a reference voltage to the differential amplifier. Now we can say that the bias voltage VBB, see here, the bias voltage VBB is set at minus 1.3 volt, which is the midpoint of the signal's logic swing. The diodes in the diode voltage divider together with transistor Q6 provide a circuit that maintains a constant VBB value despite changes in temperature or supply voltage. Now, any one of the power supply inputs, whether it is VEE or VCC, could be used as ground. However, the use of the VCC node as ground and VEE at minus 5.2 volt results in the best noise immunity. Now see its working, how the ECL works. So first of all, due to negative supplies, it works on negative logic, quite different from other logic families studied yet. So we will discuss the working for in the two cases. Case 1 is, if any input in the ECL gate is high, then the corresponding transistor is turned on, because this is the NPN transistor. So the corresponding transistor is turned on, and as we are using the differential amplifier, and so the resulting Q5 transistor is turned off. Now an input of minus 1.8 volt, the input of minus 1.8 volt, which is the low state, causes the transistor to conduct and places minus 1.6 volt on the emitters of all the transistors. That is, the VB drop in ECL transistors is 0.8 volt. You must remember this. Now, since VBB is equal to minus 1.3 volt, the base voltage of Q5 is only 0.3 volt more positive than its emitter. Q5 is cut off because its VBE voltage needs at least 0.6 volt to start conducting. The current in transistor RC2 flows into the base of Q8. This current is so small that only a negligible voltage drop occurs across RC2. Now, the OR output of the gate is 1 VB drop below ground or minus 0.8 volt, which is the high state. The current flowing through RC1 and the conducting transistor causes a drop of about 1 volt below ground. The NOR output is 1 VB drop below this level or minus 1.8 volt, which is the low state. Now, we will see the second case. If all inputs are at the low level, all input transistors turns off, and in that case Q5 conducts. The voltage in the common emitter node is 1 VB drop below VBB or minus 2.1 volt. Since the base of each input is at a low level of minus 1.8 volt, each base emitter junction has only 0.3 volt and all input transistors are cut off. From this figure we can say RC2 draws current through Q5 that results in a voltage drop of about 1 volt, making the OR output 1 VBE drop below this at minus 1.8 volt or the low level. The current in RC1 is negligible and the NOR output is 1 VB drop below ground at minus 0.8 volt or at the high level. So, this analysis verifies the OR and NOR operations of the circuit. Whatever I have discussed, everything is written in these notes. So, just go through this. After discussing all these things, now we come to the properties of ECL. We will see the properties of ECL. So, here we are discussing the 4 points: propagation delay only 2 nanosecond, power dissipation 25 milliwatt. So, speed power product is 50. Noise margin is 0.3 volt. Now, we are going to discuss about the applications of the ECL. This is the simple application of the ECL. The graphic symbol for the ECL gate is shown in figure A. Here this A and B is the input. We are getting two outputs, NOR and OR. In the second one, B, wired combination of two gates are there. The two outputs are available. The outputs of two or more ECL gates can be connected together to form wired logic as shown in figure B. An external wired connection of two NOR outputs produces a wired OR function. An internal wired connection of two OR outputs produces a wire AND logic. So, this completes the application of ECL and complete analysis of ECL. Thank you.